completely raging out of control. Firefighters obviously not being able to contain that blaze at this time. Live footage of an inferno going pretty much out of control, with firefighters not being able to contain it in Chiba Prefecture, Ichihara area, northeast of Tokyo. The meteorological agency says a 7.3 meter tsunami, one of the largest, hit Fukushima Prefecture in northeastern Japan. In Iwate Prefecture, a tsunami of 4.1 meters struck land. The prefecture of Ibaraki, Miyagi, and Hokkaido in the north were all hit by waves of 4 meters. As this inferno goes out of control in Chiba Prefecture, we are feeling aftershocks from the large earthquake, even the studio as we speak. This is over 2.5 hours after the earthquake. We are still feeling aftershocks in our studios. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center has extended the area where tsunami waves may strike. It now includes Indonesia. Those of you who are watching this program from Indonesia, Hawaii, Australia, New Zealand, and South American Pacific coast, including Mexico, Chile, and Peru. Earlier, the center issued a warning for Japan, Russia, Marcus Islands, and Northern Marianas, Guam, Wake Island, and Taiwan. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center has extended the area where tsunami warnings may strike. Oarai in Ibaraki Prefecture, obviously a tsunami has already struck that area. Some of the cars there plunging into the water. Tsunami affecting Oarai in Ibaraki Prefecture, just about a few hundred kilometers north of Tokyo. For our viewers that are just tuning in, there is a warning out for Indonesia, Hawaii, Australia, New Zealand, and South American Pacific coast, including Mexico, Chile, Peru, Russia, Marcus Island, the Northern Marianas, Guam, Wake Island, and Taiwan. First, tsunamis, of course, obviously not necessarily the largest. Some cases, the sea suddenly draws back. Tsunami can hit the coast at a rapid speed, obviously, of what is happening to many cities in northern Japan. I spoke to an expert earlier this week. When a tsunami does hit, do not climb in the cars. Move by foot. Move by foot to higher ground as soon as possible. And this is not just a Japan story anymore. We're talking about tsunamis possibly hitting Indonesia, Hawaii, Australia, New Zealand, and South America, Pacific coast, including Mexico, Chile, and Peru. Once again, that inferno going pretty much out of control in Chiba Prefecture, Ichihara City. Firefighters obviously not being able to contain that large blaze in an oil refinery. Flooding is rampant ashore in many cities in northern Japan. Tsunami is moving upstream the rivers, engulfing cities, farmland, homes. Earthquake magnitude of 8.4. Unprecedented in Japan. One of the biggest quakes ever to hit the country was the Hanshin earthquake on January 17th, back in 1995. That had a magnitude of 7.3, left 6,434 people dead. Another powerful earthquake occurred in the Indian Ocean in December 2004, with a magnitude of 8.9 at the epicenter. The death toll came to 220,000 in 10 countries. And more recently, a devastating earthquake struck New Zealand last month. Japan's meteorological agency says the quake registered an estimated magnitude of 6.3. But today, about 2 hours and 30 minutes ago, a large earthquake, magnitude 8.4, hit northern Japan. It has led to fires, and that fire in an oil refinery completely under control. A large inferno, Chiba Prefecture, Ichihara area. Oil refinery up in blaze. That blaze lighting up the whole area in yellow. You're seeing live footage of an oil refinery in Chiba Prefecture, Ichihara, where firefighters have been unable to contain that blaze. Hundreds of thousands of people in Tokyo have been left stranded after train and subway services were suspended. East Japan Railway Company says it stopped train operations, including Shinkansen bullet trains, although no major damage has been reported so far. The Tokyo Metro Subway Company has also suspended all operations. Company officials say it will take time to check the safety of all tunnels before resuming operations. The magnitude 8.4 earthquake that hit northern Japan, leading to secondary disasters, including that inferno blaze where firefighters have yet to be able to contain in Chiba Prefecture in the Ichihara area. Oil refinery has been on fire, blaze not being able to be contained. In Miyagi Prefecture, northeastern Japan, intensity of 7 maximum was recorded. And I say maximum, that's 0, that's the maximum on the Japanese seismic scale of 0 to 7, the same intensity as the Great Hanshin earthquake back in 1995. A local fire department says a welfare facility has collapsed in northeastern prefecture of Fukushima, as 5 people have been confirmed dead and that several people are still missing. Meanwhile, in Ibaraki Prefecture, neighboring Tokyo, a woman reported to have been died after a building collapsed on her. A woman once again reported to have died after a building collapsed on her in Ibaraki Prefecture, neighboring Tokyo. Obviously, this figure is, without a doubt, going to be revised. We are only getting information as we speak. You're watching the blaze in an oil refinery in Chiba Prefecture, east of Tokyo, Ichihara area. Firefighters having a very difficult time, obviously, to contain that large fire there. Police in Miyagi Prefecture says an unknown number of people are missing in Ishinomaki and Kesenuma cities, where tsunami waves swept through coastal areas inland. Many buildings and cars have been left submerged. Prefectural police say at least 8 people now have been confirmed dead in 4 prefectures in northern Japan. Prefectural police say at least 8 people have been confirmed dead in 4 prefectures in northern Japan. In the northeastern prefecture of Fukushima, a local fire department says a welfare facility has collapsed. It says 5 people have been confirmed dead and several people are missing. We are feeling the aftershocks of the quake in the studio as we speak. In Miyagi Prefecture, police say 1 person has been confirmed dead after being struck by a falling object. We are feeling the aftershock of the earthquake in the studio as we speak. And there you can see, that's a live shot of one of our lights inside the studio. We are feeling the aftershocks of the large earthquake that happened about over 2 hours and 30 minutes. In Iwate Prefecture, 1 person has been confirmed dead after their car was swept away by a tidal wave. In Ibaraki and Tochigi Prefectures, neighboring Tokyo, 2 people are reported to have died after a building collapsed on them. We're turning our live camera to Oarai, Ibaraki Prefecture. That's also about a few hundred kilometers north of Tokyo. And it looks like a tsunami has engulfed parts of that prefecture as well. You see cars floating from our live camera there. We're back to that footage of that fire. And it looks like more smoke now and explosions from that fire in the oil refinery in Chiba Prefecture, Ichihara area east of Tokyo. This is, of course, after that 8.4 magnitude earthquake in the north, causing several damage not only to buildings but to this oil refinery in Chiba Prefecture, where firefighters have been having obviously a hard time being able to contain that blaze. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it has received a message from the U.S. ambassador to Japan, John Roos, saying his country is ready to offer any kind of assistance to the Japanese government to deal with the aftermath of the quake. Japan's police agency is dispatching a 900-strong emergency team to the quake-hit zone. It's also gathering disaster information from the emergency security headquarters. Local police are evacuating seaside areas using helicopters, patrol cars, and traffic signs. Japan's Foreign Minister Takeaki Matsumoto has ordered his officials to start preparing to accept foreign assistance. He also has told them to check on the safety of foreigners living in Japan. Prime Minister Naoto Kan and his cabinet ministers have gathered at the Prime Minister's office, where an emergency task force has been set up to respond to the quake. The task force will gather information on the damage and prepare for possible tsunami. Chief Cabinet Secretary Yukio Edano spoke earlier in front of the press, in front of the media, explaining the situation and on the plans going forward for disaster relief. He's calling on the public yet about the dangers of aftershocks, the aftershocks we are feeling right here in the studio, along with tsunamis